What's up, everybody? How you doing? How's your day going? I thought I'd start things with the intro to give me a moment to, I don't know, prepare for the show. I guess I'm prepared. We'll talk about the Hoover Dam, and we'll talk about hepatitis because it's World Hepatitis Day. It's also World. Well, no, it's I think the United States is having a is it Secretary Day or I don't know, one of those things. And tomorrow is World Lasagna Day. Oh, the arbitrariness of things. I mean, but maybe not. Maybe there's a purpose to it. I mean, there's a reasoning. It's it's Hep Day for people. Has anybody got a what happens there? Do you like splinters in your genital area? What happens? I think there must be a connection to your. It must. I think there's a connection to lasagna and clogging up your liver because your hepatic valve is connected to your liver, and if that gets clogged up, you get all sorts of disease in there. So there's probably a reason for that. And then there's the connection between the Hoover Dam and Lake Mead drying up quite a bit. On the Hoover Dam, there was an explosion there about a week ago, and they said it was one of the I forget what they said it was, but it was something explodes and it's in the lower part of the dam. And this is after the whole thing that because Lake Mead is right in front of the Hoover Dam, right? And then a couple days ago, there was waterfalls happening because there was some sort of like a mini tsunami thing that was happening that caused a lot of rain to occur. So now there's a quite a big number, quite a number of things that are going on at Hoover Dam and reasons for them and what people think is going on. And I'd say it's all been shown to you in the movies, predictive programming with Los Los Angeles, Las Vegas especially. You got the Golden Gate Bridge, you got the San Andreas Fault, and so there's a lot going on right in that area. People are going to have to be they're going to have to be needing to make moves out of there. Video games have showed you, movies have shown you. Watch we're trying to get you guys in this new season of Westworld, and there is a pretty major scene where the man in black goes to Hoover Dam and wants to buy the entire Hoover Dam basically because something was stolen from him. And so pretty interesting stuff. And if you consider when the Hoover Dam was actually built, it was not built when they told you it was. It's ridiculous. It was built a long time ago. And so it would be the purpose of holding all that water back. Was it to make electricity? Was it to keep open a portal to another realm or another dimension, or was it to use the electrical power to make what some people would call a you go watch those movies like a Stargate. I think people got that wrong a little bit. I'll get into that a little later, just because yes, I can get out of body. Yes, I can actually travel, and I also know that we live in an infinite place, but this realm, this dimensional, three-dimensional place we live, it's pretty much the portals can be what you see as the sun or the moon or these things in the sky, and they might, but you're not. There's not really going up over there. You got to pick a direction, and outside of this realm, outer space is just another flat land. So yeah, let's where do we go from here? Let's see who's in here. Oh, it's the new moon too. What up, Danny? It's a new moon. That's right. All right. So we just had the Mayan New Year. It was the day at a time, then the Mayan New Year, and now it's a new moon. The Hoover Dam stuff is going on. They're Well, the entire place, they're trying to really destroy economies and they're moving populations. Some by default, others because like default mean they can't afford to be where they are. But then there's some going to be they might be direct energy weapons, or it could be man-made. Some could be computer aided. Because we can modify the weather, right? So if we already know we're modifying the weather next year. Just, I'll tell you when it'll be a hurricane next year, and it'll be on this date, and it'll be in this place. Why? Because they know how to modify weather. You can modify weather in your house. If you can modify weather in your house, which you can, then why couldn't you do it out there on a bigger scale? What's the difference? You're just doing it on a larger scale. So yeah. So watch all of okay. What's the movie? There's Leaving Las Vegas. There's all of the video games that are based in Vegas. It's always the end of the world scenarios. There's everything you see is zombie apocalypse things that are in Vegas and where the city doesn't exist anymore because he realized that is in every way uh, unnaturally supported. Like the water that it goes in there, it's not. They're dumping that in from somewhere else. It's not a natural source of. Like, who would want to live in that place anyways? I don't know. I don't know how people do it. Las Vegas, crazy place, man. So when you look into some of the predictive programming, that's always end of the world stuff. They always destroy that. The Golden Gate Bridge is always popping up in gematria and a lot of movies. New York City, those are the major 3 points right there. And there'll be a max exodus out of Los Angeles and surrounding places. They'll have to be. they'll say people will fight. People will fight over alcohol, but they will go to war over water. What's up? What's up, Taro? Yeah, people will go to war over water. That's how important it is to to our being. You're water here, dude. You're basically water. And I have infused my water today. As I said, I'm drinking. It is cilantro, lime, strawberries, ginger, and onion. There's a little bit of spring onion and cranberry juice, and it's quite outstandingly refreshing. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's all coming together now. Well, I'm doing all right. I take a couple days off in preparation of some people were supposed to come hang out this weekend. We'll see. A buddy of mine's supposed to come tomorrow, so there we go. Comments. What up? What up? What up? Oh, there's my. Hey, if you guys didn't see it, my link tree. I just figured out that that's a thing. So you guys can go to that to find all of my valuable links to. I mean, you're already here, so you know I'm here. But my Instagram, if you don't know it, it's on the bottom of the screen. And then I'll be able to diversify my bonds. Uh, yeah, all over the internet. So I'll open up my other accounts. That's why I never did it really, because I didn't want to have to go through and click 20 different buttons and open up this and make sure I check this thing, in this email and that thing and put the passwords in. But with that, I can link to all of my accounts, just like the StreamYard thing. So between StreamYard and uh, Linktree, you guys can find me on Linktree, and it'll make everything very streamlined for me. so you guys can find I can start putting up some of my music for you guys. And maybe I'll put some of my artwork up. You guys want to see that sometime? And yeah, there's all links to stuff. Oh, and there on there is also it's my email, and you guys can in return, put your emails and stuff on there, and that way I can contact you more readily and easier. It's like because now it's just like you get an influx and you get crap in your mailbox, and like, I don't even know what is all this junk. I wouldn't be able to do these shows if I was busy checking all of my email boxes. So by using that, it streamlines everything and it lines it all up for me. So there's that. What do you think? What do you think about that? Hey, how about this? Let me go get a refill on this cranberry juice because it's so good. And you guys watch this little thing here, and I'll be right back. Hold on. Let's see what we can do. What? Hmm. Because it'll let me know about the sound of that, the volume. You're not. It's not very technical at all. It's pretty much the simplest thing you could do. I'm not an old person either, and technology has just become too. There's too much going on, and I like nature more than I like. I mean, I love technology, but I just don't have enough time to figure it all out. There's too many things. I don't have a PC to sit around and learn all this stuff. So Linktree is pretty simple. You just you go to that, and then you can link up with wherever I am or whatever I've put out there, whether music or my Instagram or like I said, I put out some of my artwork and the other channels I'll be on instead of YouTube. Like there's a few other channels that I already have, but for different reasons. Um, like like my ones that you got to pay money for. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But the OnlyFans stuff. I don't know. So yeah, I'll give you a direct line to me. So how was the sound when I was gone? Was it too loud? A good volume or what? And speaking of, uh-oh, what's guy doing? Sorry. Should I make myself a beverage, like an actual beverage? What's that? Oh, this the volume was good on the audio I had playing. Okay, cool. Because I'm still trying to figure out the audio levels because I have like background music, and so I don't know how that sounds to you over there versus over here. And then I have the one where if I just hit the button and it plays, it's really loud on this side, but it's at a good volume for everyone else. Where I put like I put up, yeah, I put up the intro to my channel. Yeah, okay. So should I mix myself a first drink I've had in, I don't know, 3 days? What do you think? Should we get started? Or should we stick with this? Waiting room music. Okay, we'll try that again. You can let me know about levels, and I can make myself a mixed drink. So check it out. Let's see what we can do here. Mhm. You gotta let me know where it's at. Turn it up, turn it up. Is it better? Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna mix this drink. You guys stay with us. Okay, so how is that against my voice? Can you still hear that in the background now against my voice? Or is that completely gone? Let me know. And also, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can hear my voice. I just want to make sure that, so I got to get the numbers right on 20. Is it 20? Is it 50? Is it 100? Volume is good right now between my voice, and you still can hear some background music. Okay, so I can turn it up a little bit from here. So I can. Okay, turn it up. Okay, now is this too loud? I know I changed the song, but trying to get it acoustic to my ear between what's coming out of my jack over here or my headphones over here. Okay, well, we'll play with that. I'll play with that in a little while. A little lower. Okay, I'll play with that in a little bit because I think it might be something where I should. Yeah. See, this is probably it'll probably make more sense if I use my headphones. Hmm. Give me a second. Let me try that one more time. You guys can screw with this with me. Turn the music down, sir. All right, check it. You can hear. You can all hear me. You can hear me. Tell me if you can hear me. You can hear me now. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Yeah, it doesn't really change much for me. Like, hmm. Okay, so the volume level now. So for me, it's not doing anything different. I really can't hear the volume level on there. So I don't know. I can hear just tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Huh. Man, I'm have to get like a whole like microphone and okay, maybe. Maybe I'll just sell my couch and turn this into a studio system. Get all my stuff out. Teeny louder? Okay. How about that? Okay, now is that too loud? Oh you mean the particular track is not that bad. Now that's too much. Okay. All right. Screw that hot. See, now it's playing at a crazier level. It's so weird. See, now I can hear it. I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. Now I can hear where the background music is supposed to be. I'm turning this off. Okay, no more background music right now. Let's get back to whatever we were talking about that was of importance. I think Danny had said that the new Vegas will be Saudi Arabia desert. Could be. I mean, I seen a video today of they had an it was super crazy. Um, they wanted to make a city that was quite literally a 20-mile wall and like however many miles. It was really cool, but totally awful. You know what I'm talking about? It was like super high tech, but it was also there's plant lives and growing things and everything's clean and it's all air conditioned from the outside and it's like but it's just one long 20 miles worth of buildings, fully self-substantiated. It goes along the beach, so we can let the earth grow itself back to where it should be. That's kind of the what their motivation that they're saying it's for. But it was really interesting to watch after. Has anyone ever seen um, Logan's Run? I was like, I just watched that for the first time 2 days ago, and I'm watching this. And I go, that's exactly where they were living. They were living in that city, and they escaped. They escaped the city to go past the people that were living on the fringes of society to find the old cities that were being taken over and eaten up by you know by the trees and everything again. It's pretty interesting. And so this city they wanted to build, which was in I believe it was Saudi Arabia, right around where they did all those man-made islands that look like palm trees. And they'll have like really they have the fast turbo jets cars on it that you could get out. You can get on one of the what they call mag L lines, magnetic levitation, maglev lines. They go like 500 miles an hour. It's all like, yeah, it all sounds really great, but it's not. I don't think that's how you build things. And the entire building was all made out of mirrored glass. Crazy days, man. The plans for the future. I wonder. I mean, where is there? What is that? What is the goal? Is it because they don't understand what death is, and they think that if they can somehow is the whole thing eventually so they can artificially inseminate their consciousness in a some sort of robotic body, so their consciousness can live in this robot thing for forever and ever. But if you did, you would never want to not be in control. I mean, every movie's kind of shown you that, like the downfall of that, what that's about. I don't know. People have people got too much time on their hands. I think it's like this comedian's joke had me rolling the other day. He's like, "Yeah, these billionaires." He's like, "You would have thought, we have these rockets. This is obviously I don't believe in this, but he does. We got these rockets going out of space, and whenever you were a kid, you always like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I want to be I want to have a gazillion dollars, and I want to build a rocket and go to outer space." And he's like, "Would you believe that right now we have multiple people playing fake astronaut? They're a bunch of 5-year-olds. Like, hey, what do you want to do what do you want to do when we grow up, Billy? I want to be a gazillionaire, fly to outer space. Like, yeah, but it's time to go to bed. Like, have a good nap." And now these kids have grown up to be that. Like, I've got all the monies and all the things, and let's go fly out. Let's go to fly to Mars, dude. Hey, what? Hey, Taro, you said, hey, Zen. What? What? So what is the uh, I'm all for tools, technology, and everything, but just it's taking us into the wrong direction. Some of it's taking us in the right direction. Like the idea of them making a building that is straight and all of mirrors on it, solar. I don't. It's all like electrical, technocratic, electrical forest kind of thing. Like, man, we already have a forest. There's already plasma around us. You're already just go play around. Gardens are not supposed to be in rows. People are not supposed to be in rows. There's a whole. You don't dance like That's a march. You march like that. You know. Whenever you have a garden and you put it in rows, you're screwing up. Just to be honest, go look at it. Look at how naturally plant life grows. Where seeds are dropped off of trees and where the ones grow smaller and bigger, and how it's a very interesting spiraling vortex of where things are and what types of plants are where, because that's how it would naturally occur. We're like, no, let's just put it all in straight lines. It'll be quicker. Quicker to where? Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you goofies doing? Hmm. Yeah, and it works out perfectly because where certain light will get through, and the kind of and water will get through, and so this what the big tree is not gonna their seed that falls right there is not going to grow right there because it will recognize it's too close to the roots. So what happens? The wind blows, puts one over there. Maybe a squirrel takes one. There's a whole thing that's going on there. It seems to be occurring at a pretty good rate. And we come in and we're like, nope, let's mow this straight down. Let's go that way. Why is everybody trying to get somewhere so quickly? Hmm. I mean, is that why you listen to music? Is that why you make love? Be quickly done with it? Damn. That's, yeah, I mean, I get it. It's nice. It's nice to be done with certain things. It's nice to have a quickie now and then. But I mean, all in all, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. So the strawberry was my ice cube. Mm. Hmm. And so as it unthawed, when as it thawed, and it got a little ginger in there, got a little vodka in there, got a little bit of just a tiny bit of spring onions, and then raspberry juice, and then some lime. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, and then basil. I forgot about that. All of the basil I put in here. Very cleansive. I think people are still under that idea. Like they want things to grow bigger quicker. Like when you're like a kid, you're like, I want to grow up and be big and whatever. And then you get there and you're like, oh, don't you just want to be a kid again? Yeah, that idea. And you realize people are like, it's just like, slow down. You really are. You're not here forever, but you're here forever. Yeah, you have to. There's a difference. You'll be around forever. Not necessarily the same. Just like when you've moved or you do something new in a day, like you'll be around like that. Maybe not in this realm, but what is going on, Matthew Nixon? Uh, Mitosis, like scoliosis, mitosis. Spring onion, yeah. It is such a nice little compliment to the strawberry. And I said raspberry, but it's cranberry juice. It's just the perfect amount. And the ginger. Mhm. Yeah, that's I had some in the kitchen, but it's tough in New Orleans to have those. Most places you can have something grow. You can put something on your kitchen counter and it will grow properly. Well, it stays so humid here and it stays so warm that it's really like air conditioning ain't even really getting it to the right temperature and it's always going to be moist. So when you leave something growing, that you'll get all of the little fruit flies and everything. So it's kind of difficult to do. But you gotta have those windowsill gardens here, which I mean I suppose I could do. I mean there's a huge rooftop. I'll try to get access to as soon as they finish building on the roof. I'm just gonna go up there and start a garden. Hmm. I'm looking at here. One toity. Oh, well. What are the things I want to talk about today? We didn't go too deep into the what the dam is about, but there's a lot. There's how many dams all over the world, and when were they really built, and what were their purpose? What were their purposes? Why would you unless it was serving some like a it doesn't seem like a good idea to back up water ever, unless it's to produce a certain amount of pressure and power to create something. So to me, that says it's like, uh, how much pressure is at the bottom of that the dam? Or if you put it through a hose, put a little like, how much water pressure you get out coming out of there? So what could it be? What could it be pushing? And obviously, waterfalls create a lot of pressure. You don't want to. If you dam all that up, what's down there? And the point I was getting at earlier was, go like, whenever you start to watch these movies and pay attention to the pop culture, they're giving you hints at stuff. And I'd say go watch Westworld, because the dude in the black hat buys the Hoover Dam. I mean, if that isn't right on time, it literally just happened like a couple weeks ago, right when everything started going on with people going, "Oh my gosh, Lake Mead! Oh my gosh, it doesn't seem like Las Vegas is really going to be around. Oh wow, look at the Hoover Dam! It just exploded a generator. That just happened a week ago. Oh my gosh, there was waterfalls at the Hoover Dam. No, there's no water in Lake Mead. I mean, right when it came out on Westworld, what are the chances of that? Pretty slim, or 100% if you're already predictively pre-programming stuff. Hmm. It was funny because the waterfalls that happened there, I looked it up on the YouTubes, and I only found like two short 15-second videos on like Fox and CNN or whatever. It was like 15 seconds. Just, oh, there's waterfalls there. Oh, what a happy day, waterfalls. And then the next day, it's complete fear porn about everything about the Hoover Dam. And once the Lake Mead reaches a level, like a certain, I forget what the phase is. I think there's four phases, and then it's called Deadpool, which means once it reaches Deadpool, that Hoover Dam will no longer, the generators don't work anymore, and there's no water going to about 4 million people. That's the fake people in Las Vegas, and then the real people that live beneath that, where that water would be going if the Hoover Dam wasn't blocking it, and why probably some of that land was already dried up, anyways. And it goes down into Phoenix. I forget where else it serves, but like Nevada, big parts of California, yeah, Arizona, Nevada, Cali. So that's 40 million people. So that by some people's estimates, that's gonna be happening at the beginning of 2023. That it's already going to have to be at water rationing levels, where that like people aren't allowed to, like, they have to be like, you cannot use water between this time and this time. I mean, where they've done this before, but it'll be on a larger scale, and you can only use this much water, and yeah, and then the power generators that is the power generators won't even be running. They'll be backed up to like however many there are now. I don't know. Maybe there's 20, maybe there's 2,000. I don't know the number, but the amount of kilowatt hours they're putting out, that lowers, and now all of a sudden you have a draw for the city to stay cool. Those 40 million people to stay cool. Now they're not using their air conditioner. They're not using where they plug in their electric car in. They won't be able to live there. They will not have the capacity to live there. It will be uninhabitable. Yes, uninhabitable. And they would be smart to move before that happens, because there's not really any other places around there that they can find water. Super champion. Mm. Super champion. Did beavers build dams, and for what reason? I'd have to look into that, but my guess would be to lower the pressure from maybe they always seem like they're doing it where there's whitewater, whitewater whitewater rafting, and maybe they're slowing the river down to build a home, but they're not cutting it off completely. They're just slowing water down. Seems like they would do that. I don't know. I'm completely completely just spitballing this. I don't know why and when they do it. Or maybe they already have a home there. And then the whitewater rafting. That's a difficult one to say. Whitewater rafting. If anybody knows about beavers, I know who knows a lot about beavers. Maybe she'll come on here. Maybe we can talk her into it. Maybe she's already on here in the background. I don't know. So I'm gonna think about her coming on here. Alexandria, like that's what she does, like conservation and park service stuff, and like schools for this and forest ranger for that. Like I don't know exactly what her job title is, but I know and she took like a whole thing on beavers. We talked about it one night. Like I mean, I don't remember. Like I don't. We didn't get into this part about the dam building. Oh, Stan, you know about beavers? Okay, so we built dams for a much different reason than beavers built dams. Mama Wolf memories. Mama Wolf is that memories or memories? So anybody new is here. If you'd like to find out where I am and what I'm doing now that I got this cool new channel set up, there's my link tree right there. That's easy enough. You click on that, you can find my Instagram, and you can find like a link to my email and blah blah blah, and all the other places I'll be putting stuff up at. And then beneath there, you can read about how, if you'd like to, throw me a few bucks, donation for anything. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, TSAR, capital XEN. And that's right on the scrolling box on the bottom. But Linktree, that will be the easiest way to find out where and what I'm doing. Leave it to the beavers is the correct answer. I mean, wasn't that the name? Leave it to beaver. What do you mean? Put a tape recording of and near a stream, they will build a dam. What do you mean? Like if you put the sounds, if you put the sounds next to a very calm stream, and it sounds like so they're like bioacoustically resonating with slowing down the water. Is that what we're saying? Beaver memories. Have I seen extraterrestrials? I'll say I'm sure I have. I've definitely seen people that are not from this realm, without question, in many ways, shapes, and forms. I've seen people do things that like I understand the levels of magic and doing things like that. And okay, then maybe I'm not from here, but I've seen people do things like that you shouldn't be able to do with your eyeballs and things that like just are not they're not too human. Yeah, so if you put the sound next to it, so that yeah, so they're using bioacoustics. Yeah, it's the same idea that if you even walk into a forest with a go into a forest with a truck and the sound of not the sound of an axe, but a chainsaw. That that sound will they start cutting a tree down. That sound will start killing off the forest, and then as these animals, because they can't handle the sound, leave. And then obviously they cut some trees down. These certain species die off. That the rest of the forest as an orchestra will start if the people with the chainsaws leave and they're missing a few species, they'll still change the sound and the pitch that they're making to cover up for what animals aren't there, and it will heal the forest. Yeah, that's some cool shit right there. Leave it to Beaver though. Yeah, as long I mean the yeah they make up for it's basically it's an orchestra. So like they're saying like frequency and harmonics is how things are built. About cymatics, like they're creating that. As long as the sound of the like they could probably if they made a chainsaw sound different, they could probably more they could probably help the forest in a way that it's not being helped now. If they understood the sound of that thing and they were able to change the sound of it, it would hardly kill off as many species. That's hilarious. That's cool. Yeah, beavers seem pretty funny. Whenever they're floating around with their tail and they're just eating things off their chest, like just swimming on their back, eating walnuts. Those are the beavers, right? Hey, Taro, Trailblazer, are you asking me? Not in this place. I mean, I've had different animals and when I lived in different places, like wild animals. But I've seen some I've seen these things that look like capybaras. They look like muskrats or capybaras. But I'm told they're an invasive species down here, and I've only seen two of them ever. And I just thought it was like a muskrat. But the one that I saw, like he was hanging out with the ducks and the swan and the birds, and they were all there. They were playing around. Even when I threw food out to them, they weren't fighting or anything. So I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't know. But I forget what it's called. It's a very funny, specifically, I guess, to the swamplands down here. So we're far enough away from the swamplands where they're not really out here. can't quite can't quite remember their name. You feel like playing a Prodigy song? Yeah, I wish I could play anybody else's music on YouTube. I can't. But that's why, like I said, um, as I get all my other accounts opened up and linked up to my link tree, then we can have days where we go to channels where I'm allowed to do anything that I like. I can use. Yeah, I'm not prohibited from anything like YouTube prohibits certain things, right? So there's other channels that don't. But to see the funny thing is on the other channels, there was no way of producing a quality video. But now that I have, interestingly, now that I have this thing called StreamYard, the funny thing that has the picture around here, and I can do all this cool stuff. I also can host shows, and I can split the screen. I can pull another screen up. I can do teaching lessons. I can do all sorts of things. It's very much like Zoom, but then I can take that picture and put it onto the other channels now. I can put audio up there, and I can just not link it up to YouTube. So I say like, if you go to Linktree in the future, I can play. We can play filthy music. We can play. We can play. We can do anything you want. Wow! Look at that, Super Champ. Huh? What was the gematria behind that? You think that was an organic, like really did, or do you think that was just like a one of the hey, thanks for the acting career. I'm out of this realm. Peace out, everybody. I mean, because how many, if y'all don't know that that's what occurs in Hollywood, just get familiar. There's not, they're not really, they're not right. Like you can see Michael Jackson at his own funeral if you pay attention. You can see Joan Rivers. I mean, it's not. It's very clear. I just go to new places. I don't know. I suppose some of them might kick the bucket, but when you look at the dating of things, it's like either I just think they just moved into a different realm, pretty much. It's always done on some gematria stuff. Let's play with the numbers. And Super Champion did he do anything after that acting career? He must have, right? I mean, unless he was like, remember me? I was in the Beaver, and then never had to do anything again. I think once you get into acting, you kind of that's what you're doing. You can't go the other way anymore. Like you can't not do it. It would get into your blood, I guess. In the sense of like, what do you do after that? Like, what are you just go work at a discount mattress store? What are you gonna go sell golf clubs? I mean, I suppose if that was, so I guess some old football players that went off and became like coaches for things and bought some subways or I don't know, like whatever. Hey, new moons. I just birthed a few new me this morning. I took the kids swimming. See, well, it's good. I think it's been so what they can't outdo themselves anymore. They're trying to, but you can't make it any more strange. It's like Terrence McKenna and the Mayans. They came to the end date of the world. The end date was 2012. The world ended because of what's called novelty theory, that nothing could ever be novel again. There's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing new that they're doing. So what did they do? They could only just make it crazier and weirder. Like we're not even like, was it always that we were just watching green screen of politicians and everything that was going on? Were there really news stations on the scene with the fire truck and the the cat in the tree and all this? Was that really going on? Perhaps. But now it's all 100% goofballs over the top. They're not anywhere to be found. These people are just, even if they are real, like how you get cackling Kamala and this dude who can't ride a bike, can't walk, can't even put a sentence together. And that's the guy leading your, I mean, it's obviously a such a show at this point. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Super champ. That's hilarious. Well, it just goes to tell you. See, maybe that's what is that telling you? That she already knew. Maybe she just got the date wrong. And on top of that, why would they listen? They already know the dates. I mean, they're only reading the script. I get that, but I don't think someone screwed the script up that bad. They're pretty efficient at script writing. The actors are hilarious. If 30 years ago you made a movie about the people in U.S. politics today, you'd be like, what a silly thing. That's a comedy. You'd be laughing hysterically. And now people are taking it as that's real. I'm like, why do you not? Are you not watching this? Do I want to play a guessing game? Uh, do I want to play? Yes, I think so. Sure. Do you want to play a game? Uh-oh. Time for a guessing game. Oh, you. What should your last name be? Bates, Finney, McKenna, or Eaton? Uh, the last time I talked to somebody about naming something, they named their child. Well, no, that was a long time ago. But they named their kid Finn, and I obviously McKenna is great. Bates is already too. That's creepy. And Eaton, no, Eaton Bates. You eating or baiting? It had to be Finney or McKenna. Finney or McKenna, it is. And anybody else to add to that? Well, I'm gonna have to go get some strawberries. Matthew Nixon. That was my favorite part of the toy, the movie The Toy with why am I tripping on his name? It's like 1980, 1982, 83. Richard Pryor when he's the toy. and and the and he works for the Bates family. He has to call the guy Master Bates. Pretty funny. Hey, let me go grab these strawberries. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Oh, here, remember we always can do this. Oh, this doesn't. I'm not doing this again today because the sound level is not right. You were raised in Eaton. Well, Mark Eaton is where I get the name. That's my only knowledge of Eaton's, and is eating a lot. But he used to play basketball. He was huge, like 7'2". And it's funny because I think he played for the Portland Trailblazers. Mark Eaton. Anybody know? Ah. Mark Eaton. Does he know that? Do you know that? Mark Eaton. That's fucking. Who else did he play for? He was huge, red-haired dude, 7'3". Mm. Strawberries, dog. Well, hey everybody, check it out. It's like 2 o'clock. I do have a couple. I do got a couple emails to answer and a phone call to make. But as always, it's been a pleasure. Now you guys got my link tree, and that'll be an easy way to find me. And on the bottom of the screen is if you want to Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, uh, and those are how's that work? Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Oh yeah, TSARXEN, and three rules in life: enjoy yourself. It's your experience, and if you've enjoyed your experience so much and you have more than enough, give it to somebody. Let somebody else enjoy it. If it's me, thank you. If it's not, find somebody who needs it. And third, stay weird, stay funky, stay groovy. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll try to get all this audio taken care of the next couple days. See if I can't get it squared away. Still learning how this thing works. Good to see everybody. Peace out, Super Champ, Mama Wolf, Trailblazer. Hi, Matthew Nixon. Peace out, everybody. Talk to y'all soon. Toodles.